I rode 500 miles across Iowa, and by the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to know if you want to do it too.
Stay back! Stay back!
RAGBRAI stands for Registered Annual Great Bicycle Ride Across Iowa. It's a 7-day recreational ride across Iowa, totaling 400 to 500 miles and averaging 68 miles per day. The Registers refers to the Des Moines Register. It's a newspaper in Iowa, and a couple of years ago, just a fun fact, there was a big controversy that led to RAGBRAI staff quitting in protest and starting their own ride across Iowa. A reporter actually ended up being fired. I'm not going to talk any more about it, but it's an easy Google away. So every year, thousands travel to Iowa to participate. You ride from west to east, and it's not just bikes. You can do it in 1 wheel, 2 wheels, 3 wheels, 4 wheels, 6 wheels. I'm not sure what the limit is, but you get the idea. You can even bring pets. Regardless of how you do it, make sure to wear sunscreen because it gets hot. In 2023, the ride started in Sioux City, through Des Moines, and ended in Davenport. In 2022, the ride started in Sergeant Buff, through Mason City, and ended in Lansing. So the route changes every year, and the route for 2024 will be announced January 28th. Every year, the organizers make a detailed map showing all the towns you'll pass through and sleep in. The official RAGBRAI website will show daily info for the mileage, elevation, and all the pass-through towns. So let's talk about the process. You can park on the west or east side of Iowa, whichever one is closer to where you live. Regardless of where you park, the ride will always start on the west side on the same day. If you park on the east side like we did, you have to get there 2 days in advance. We left DC Friday at 1 a.m., got to Davenport Friday evening, just in time to load our bikes. These semis will transport our bikes to the starting location and is not included with the RAGBRAI purchase. You will need to find a charter to take you and your bike to the west side of Iowa. There are plenty of charters with varying prices and options to transport you and your bike. I recommend buying early because the cheaper ones fill up fast. For the past 2 years, I've ridden with rental charters and they've been great. On Friday night, everyone who parked on the east side camps at a designated area. On Saturday morning, 1 day before RAGBRAI, the semi will take your bikes to the west side and a charter bus will take you and your bags. It's a 5-hour drive and we do stop for lunch.
What are we doing? Where are we at? What are we on?
We're on a bus. Actually, we're in a bus. So we don't want to be on the bus because it's going pretty fast.
Once you get there, you'll find your bikes orderly laid out. It might take you a while to find it because there are thousands, but some people add colorful decorations like yellow tape to find it easier. This is the only time you'll have to give your bike to someone else. After finding your bikes, we set up camp at a designated campground. There are designated sites at every overnight town with porta potties, which are cleaned regularly, drinking water, portable sinks, trash cans, all the essentials. There are rarely any free showers. These designated sites are usually on a school field or a park and consist of open, flat, grassy land. There's always plenty of space for everyone to camp and get a good night's sleep, but you need to get there early if you want to be near the bathrooms and the showers. Every morning you'll need to pack up your tent and anything else you don't plan to ride with and load it into one of these semis. The bag needs to weigh less than 50 pounds and needs to be soft textured. You are technically only allowed 1 bag, but you could tie multiple bags together like a backpack and a tent bag, as long as they weigh less than 50 pounds collectively. They only weigh the bag on day 1, so the line moves super slow and in 2023 stretched over half a mile. Once you load your bag, you can start the ride. One of the best qualities of RAGBRAI is that it's so well attended that you never feel alone. Now this also goes for food stops and bathroom breaks. Expect to wait in lines for just about everything. But if you need to, natural fertilizer does help the corn grow. There are official food trucks located at all pass-through towns. You could find breakfast, lunch, snacks, desserts, smoothies, water, bike repair shops, and more. Once you get to the overnight town, you'll find the trucks carrying bags, which is always located close to the main campground. You'll look for your bags laid out based on the time it was loaded on the truck. RAGBRAI staff will be watching and verifying that you pick up the correct bags, so make sure to have your provided wristband on you at all times. You then set up camp and do whatever you want for the rest of the evening. As I've previously mentioned, most campgrounds are near a school, park, or community pool, so if you want a shower, that's where it'll be. Overnight towns usually prepare some sort of entertainment, whether it be a concert, wrestling match, human-sized foosball. You can also just hang out near your campsite with all your friends and head to bed whenever you're ready. Expect to hear some loud snorers throughout the night. For the next 6 days, expect to do it all over again. Wake up, pack your tent, load the truck, ride to a pass-through town, eat and hang out at the pass-through town, ride to the overnight town, shower, eat, entertainment, sleep. Maybe around day 3 you might want to wash your clothes. I believe Tide usually sponsors a laundry day and will wash your clothes at a specific laundromat for free, but I found it much less stressful to just travel a little farther away and go to a laundromat that's much more quiet. Pay the $3, just do it yourself, and not be surrounded by a bunch of sweaty people. Throughout my week in Iowa, I experienced a welcoming atmosphere. Locals will stand outside their homes for hours and offer ice pops, burgers, drinks, sometimes for absolutely no cost at all. Much of the route has minimal traffic, which allows riders to take up the entire road. And many intersections are staffed with Iowa State Patrol. If a car does need to get by, then just move over to the right. Now, if something happens to your bike at any point throughout the week, you can count on your neighbor or the U.S. Air Force cycling team to assist. They have many teams on bike patrolling the route. They'll be wearing jerseys like this in 2024. If your bike needs major maintenance, or if you do not want to continue the ride anymore, there are sag wagons that will take you and your bike to the overnight town. This service is included with your RAGBRAI purchase. When I was training for RAGBRAI, I thought I needed to practice riding 60 to 100 miles per day, which is not true. Most of Iowa's landscape is gently rolling hills or flat plains. The state's elevation generally increases near the border, which means you'll likely climb the most hills on the last day. Now, if you could practice riding 60 miles a day beforehand, then the greatest benefit will be to get your butt used to sitting on the saddle. Find yourself a comfortable saddle, bring 3 pairs of bike shorts with the padding, and you will be all set. Now on day 7, you'll get to the last town. Your bags will be there, offloaded from the trucks. You'll find them, load your car, and be on your merry way. One last thing. This is Patty Mama. She's Nat's mom. If you see her during RAGBRAI 2024, say hello. She's very friendly. Thank you for watching. Hope this video helps.